Well, ladies and gentlemen, True Blood is over. It's done. Forever. True Blood is over. We have gone through a wild ride. Let's be real, most of it has been downhill. Okay, I get that. That's true. But it's been a wild ride and it's over. Let's take a minute. Okay, let's get into it. Look, I was thoroughly and completely just underwhelmed by the ending. Like, what the shit? What happened? I don't know what I was expecting, but one, I wasn't expecting like 40 minutes of it to be about Jessica and Hoyt's wedding. Don't get me wrong, I get their romance, and it's sweet and it's innocent, and it's almost like the perfect, like the pinnacle of what a relationship should be in this world where everything is so totally fucked up. You can find this pure love that defies being eye fucked to death by Jessica before to lose all the information. He saw her again, and all of a sudden the emotion still came out. He didn't remember her, but he still felt the love, and that, like, the passion and the love being so strong, that's great. I get that, but I don't. Look, it wasn't all bad, okay? First of all, let me explain what I did like. The beginning, finally, after all season long, Eric and Pam just finally handled it. Like, dude, why are you letting these Yakuzas push you around? Okay, you're a 1,000-year-old vampire. They should be less than nothing to you. And they finally handled it, and great, kudos. You should have did it like 6 episodes ago, but kudos, whatever. Okay. Then they stole the company basically, which was great. Okay, he did what he needed to do. Get them fucking guys off your back. You're a boss. Be a boss. Don't let them control you. So that was good, right? Then I enjoyed the fact that here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about that end now, because the chunk in the middle is what I have the most problem with. The end, with the little prologue or epilogue, whatever you want to call it, at the end, when they went into that god-awful infomercial for New Blood starring Eric and Pam. That's smart. I get it. Good job. You take control and you run that shit like you should. Because, hey, those fucking guys tried to screw you over in the beginning. And I get that. That's awesome. Sarah Newland's fate. I agree with that. I think that was brilliant. Okay, I think that was smart. She's such a villainous character that death would be too good for her. So selling her blood for $100,000 a pop is a good way to punish her. And she's left in that torturous chamber under Fantasia, haunted by her gay ex-husband who's enjoying every minute of it. I think that was smart. I think that was good. I think that was planned out and well executed. Great. All the babies, everybody's having babies all left and right. Jason has 3. And I don't know how much time passed, but it seemed like it was only a year. So for them to have 3 babies, and he got on that. Like, there was no sex for a long time, but as soon as he could have it, every time he knocked her up, which, wow. I think it may have been 2 years. Whatever. So that's great. Sookie gets pregnant by some guy. And I know a lot of people are going to hate this, but I like the fact that at the end they showed everybody, but then you just kind of saw the back of the head of the guy who knocked her up. You didn't get to see who he was, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I mean, You would have saw him for half a second, and then the show would have ended forever. You would have never saw him again. So it doesn't even matter. He's only a symbol. He represents what her life is now. That it's Bill and Eric free. So that's good. I get that. I like that. I think it was smart, and I think it's one of those things that kept people guessing. So even though the show's over, you kind of still want to think about it just to know who he is. Yeah, and then you got to see everybody. Sam came back. He got another kid. Everybody was coming back, and you got to see everybody. That was sweet and nice and whatever. Great. Arlene's probably doing God, I can't remember his name, but she probably got that D. Good for her, because there's a Hep V cure thanks to Eric and Pam. Great, good for them. I'm happy. Let's get into the middle part where I kind of had some problems. One good thing about the middle part, or interesting thing about the middle part, was that Sookie could hear Bill. Now, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. It feels like it was interesting to see, but at the same time, it's like one of those things where you're like, this is only happening to serve the plot. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not one of those guys that like just picks apart shows just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? Like, find little small shit to bitch about. But in this case, I think only you can see it. You can view it one or two ways. One, you know, it was a changing point in her life, or at least in her, kind of in her life, and that's great because as you know, lives need that shit. You got to go through changing points. Great, but at the same time, you see it as, how come all of a sudden she could do this, and only at this time for this specific situation? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave that to you guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'm not gonna. Whatever. Bill died. I wasn't sure if he was gonna die. I said it in a couple videos. I said he might die, and then I was like, no, he's probably not gonna die because all roads lead back to them. But it seems like if he did die, it would be a lesson to Sookie, and she would be better served for it, and it would change her life, and yada yada yada. Like, it got her to where she is now. But he died. He wanted her to give up her powers, and so she wouldn't be a threat, or she wouldn't like draw any more vampires in, so she could live a normal life. She almost did it. I didn't think she would do that, and she didn't, which was good. I don't know. I just feel like they took so much time with the wedding and the Hoyt stuff, and because it's tied into Sookie and Bill, but I don't know, it's just like there was no action. Clearly this season didn't have like the big bad guy, because the big bad guy was Hep V, and they resolved that shit like within the first 5 minutes, so the rest of it was just kind of slow moving and like, what the I don't know where to be, what to think. It's weird. It's really weird. I mean, like, they all had a happy ending. Even Bill, I guess he's happy to die. But, I don't know. Look, here's what we're going to do. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm sure a couple of you who always respond and have some interesting thoughts on this, and you guys are usually pretty brilliant and astute with the entire thought process you have going on. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to stop this video now. Basically say, look, the show's over. Damn. But I think that I'm going to do 2 videos at some point this week, going over the best moments of the entire True Blood True Blood series, and the top 5 worst moments of the entire True Blood series. So if I do that, you'll see it in the next week or so. I think that is it. Yeah. Alright guys, so thank you for watching. look, let me know what you think of the episode. It's kind of limp for a finale, but that's me. Okay, guys, thanks. Deuces. I know, deuces.